Hi, Public Relations. Dr. Sywert checking in with you. And like I said, I'm working on your grades. Some reason it wasn't coming through. Now I think I've figured it out. So I'll work with you to get your grades uh, accurate this week. And so I did want to touch base with you on your chapter about reaching diverse audiences. I find this is really a very big problem in public relations. As you know, like for me, I see things around the world on TV in the news. I'm somewhat reading things, like Twitter and stuff that go on, and I'm just taken aback about how the different diverse audiences feel and how they need to be helped. And so I'm glad to be versed and educated in these things. So for somebody like me that really didn't maybe know the scope of everything, if you're going to be in public relations, you have to know the scope of everything. You have to know what's going on with different communities and how to reach them. And I think that would be a super tough job now. And for somebody in public relations, wow, what a valuable thing to know. Diversity, and particularly with COVID and stuff, just knowing all this stuff and what messages to put out, because you have to put out an accurate message that encompasses what you're trying to say, or it's tuned out within probably the first 3 to 5 seconds. People tune things out, so you want to catch that audience. One of the interesting things I found, like I have a book here, and I know you have an ebook, but it had a different projected demographic shift in population from 2010 to 2050. And of course, the white population will go down, but we'll have more of an Asian population and a Hispanic population. And the Black population stays about the same. So that's very different. I mean, I knew that the white demographics were going to be going down, but it's not necessarily a surprise about the Hispanics, but we're going to have to address that more. I don't even think about the Hispanic population really until I see what's going on, down in the southern borders and stuff. But that's a message we're going to have to start talking about. In the elections last year in Florida, very important what the Hispanic population, what they're trying to say, and Texas as well. I see this happening more and more as we have more of the Hispanic population moving into the United States. But I didn't really think about that. And so when I look at these chapters about reaching diverse audiences, I have one thing in mind, and really it's more things in mind. I really think that this kind of a job will be very valuable, and a good person that can do a good job at public relations. Wow. I would think that, the money is there anywhere you go, particularly if you're willing to relocate and take on jobs, maybe even globally. But if we're talking about the United States, we have a lot going on too. So most, I would say probably all big corporations have some kind of spokesperson. They probably have a spokes department. How's that? And more and more, they are having to look to see what the message is. And it's interesting, like right now, for example, with the COVID shots, they're trying to get certain people, like certain ethnic groups, quite say that right, but trying to get them to get their shots. And so they're trying to use different means and different maybe personalities to help put the message out. Because if I say it, nobody cares. But if LeBron James says it, there's going to be a lot of people that care. So it depends who it is and who's putting the message out, and of course what the message is. But we just can't use one spokesperson anymore. We have to look at different kinds for the different messages that we need to put out. So I found it very interesting, and like I said, in a short class like we have here, it's hard to pick up everything, but that is definitely going to be one of the hot topics going forward. So always think about that. And as you're going into your jobs, you'll probably have these kinds of trainings, and just always try to learn something about it. I'm, it's so interesting to me that after all these years, I'm still learning. And I don't necessarily think I learned wrong. I'm just learning different things that then I can be a better manager, maybe a better classroom teacher because of it. So, anyway, thank you, and I'll talk to you later.